Hey guys, welcome to 3 Minute Under Reviews. Today's episode is Uncharted. I've got to give credit where credit's due. Originally I thought Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg to play Drake and Sully were a really poor choice, but they actually did a really good job. Originally I thought they were going to start like with the first game. I'm a big fan of the games. The games are like fantastic. They're actually starting with the fourth game. Rather than starting with Drake and Sully finding Sir Francis Drake's ring, they're actually starting with Avery's treasures, which is really odd. So we're opening with obviously young Drake and Sam, where obviously their relationship, and then if you played the games there is a prison break, where we don't see that. It's completely changed. A young Drake and a young Sully, how they meet. Nathan is a bartender and Sully knows Sam and actually orchestrates a meeting with Nathan to try and find out what he knows, because obviously Sam talks a lot about Nathan. Off they go. The interaction is really odd, and then we're into they got to steal the cross, which is the biggest change, where I thought they would have Wraith and Nadine, where they have them but they've changed their names. So Antonio Banderas was a weird choice for me to play as Wraith. It worked. He didn't really have a lot of screen time, but it is what it is. Nadine got just the name change. It was pretty much Nadine with shorter hair. Having the trio like they did in the games, which they all had the banter, which was really fun during the game. If you haven't seen the live streams, check them out. They decided to put Chloe. I know she's a fan favourite, and originally she got introduced in Uncharted 2, but they've decided to put her as the trio. So she comes in, like, she is quite enjoyable as a character. Got knowledge of the game, that all the changes that they've made were quite off-putting. But overall, the movie was actually quite enjoyable. Like, I did enjoy it, but there's nothing new. Like the action scenes that really stood out in the game, they were there, like the car flying out and climbing up the cargo back into the cargo plane, like they were there. It didn't really have the heart-stopping action that had in the game, so it's just an okay movie. Like, I can see where they're going. Then there is the post-credit scene where they are setting up for further movies. I'm sure it'll get further movies, because I'm sure it'll do well. The casting choices, obviously they've done it to make it more relatable. I still would have preferred to have Nathan Filton, or however you say his name, as Drake, and Bruce Campbell as Sully. I feel like that would have been better. If you've played the games, don't come in there with your hopes up, and you know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll tell your friends.